Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunday Community Skirmish number 300. Surprise! For anyone who didn't know, who's watching on my Twitch channel and had no idea about this, I used to be very involved in the Guns of Icarus community. First as a competitive player who brought the Mobula into the meta. Darn it! And then, well, we brought the sniping Mobula in and ruined the meta for a long time. And then I became the caster. I actually, well, you know what? I'll explain that in a little while. I am joined this time, first time in a while, by Kairos. Hello, Kairos.
Greetings.
How are you doing today?
It's actually nice. A bit of a hot, but nice, and it's amazing. Today is the day, Sunday Community Skirmish number 300.
Yeah, I was invited back by, in fact, they're in here right now. Portable Grump invited me back in to come and cast again for the 300th, the tricentennial.
Hi, yes,
Well, it's not
indeed.
the centennial implies year. 300th.
Also.
Tricentennial, but cen is the prefix for weekly, whatever. 300th. It's good to be back. I'll say that much. However, as I've been informed, the meta for Guns of Icarus while I've been gone has been completely borked.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's interesting right now. That's for sure. There's not really a meta, but there kind of is like, yeah.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's been because there's been a ton of changes, like in quick succession?
Well, yeah, there has been a lot of changes to balance out ships. So right now, everything's kind of pretty balanced, I would say. Richard's been doing a good job of balancing things, but like, yeah. So right now it's a little funny because there kind of is a meta, but
I gotcha. All right, let's. I think that this is the correct lobby, so we can get in here. People can start seeing. Nope, not that one.
You can join on my name if you have me on the friend list.
Do I have you on? I didn't remove
I don't
anyone
know.
from my friends list. It's like, yeah,
That's
I
also-
burnt every
Actually
bridge
don't
when
have
I
you.
left. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Nope,
Oh,
this is the wrong one. Teehee.
Okay, let me try to find
No, I
you.
got this.
Okay,
I got
didn't
this.
find you.
I got this. I
You
think
got
this
this,
is it,
okay.
actually.
he has to relearn SCS.
Yes!
Been so long.
I did it.
Oh, it's been a while indeed.
The UI has changed a little bit too, which has made things a bit difficult, but everyone, guess what? We're in lobby.
Are you? I
Yeah.
don't see
Oh, no, I'm in
you.
the wrong one. Teehee.
You're probably in the wrong one.
Uh,
It's featured.
Give me a minute. Oh, is it featured?
It's featured. You can also join through me, Portable Grump.
Or me, Kairos.
Hold on,
Just
I
add
get
me
it.
to the friend list.
I think that this might be it. There we go. I did it.
Yay!
Check it out, guys. We're in the lobby for real this time. No, I'm actually really excited. Oh my god, it's a squid. Oh, it's a carronade squid with a gat mortar? Oh, please tell me they're actually going to run this. That's fantastic.
Bob likes to take squids, so I would say yeah, maybe.
We
That's
have-
that's a cool squid. It was always no one could ever quite get that kind of squid to work back in the day, but I imagine that's changed. What kind of balances has the squid seen?
It's been buffed a couple times. Yeah, I don't know when the last time it was, but yeah, it's been all the ships have changed a lot. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see. So, which teams are we doing here? This is... Are we doing the Iron Ducks and the Fancy Pipers?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and get that
Track
started.
open.
Kairos, cover for me.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So we have the right now we are on Misty Mutiny, one of the new-ish maps on Guns of Icarus Alliance. It was ported from the PvE DLC to the PvP side. So right now it looks like they changed Magnate Corsair, so there's not a squid anymore. Against two magnates. Let's see what they have. Okay. Oh, I don't see a double laser on magnate.
Watch a Caro on the Magnate. On the Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have the Mark 1 Carronade, Hellhound Heavy Twin Carronade. Good against balloons. And parts. Then we have a Hwacha, which is good for parts.
Well, you
Mass
guys,
disabling.
the way that Heavy Clip has changed, I imagine, has reduced the disabling potential on the Carronade quite a bit.
I was doing timer. Say that again.
Oh, I was saying that the change to Heavy Clip probably significantly changed the way that, or the effectiveness of the Carronade in disabling components, because it used to be you could load Heavy Clip and then just pinpoint target a particular component and delete it.
Yeah, Heavy was changed a few times. I think it's been fairly changed back to similar to what it was. It's definitely not the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm finished setting everything up, I think.
Very good. We have 30 seconds to lock.
All right. So 30 seconds to lock, for those who don't know, players are not allowed to make changes to their ships when the ships are locked.
To avoid, like, surprise change at the last second.
Yeah, because that literally is what used to happen.
Yeah,
but now,
I remember those.
Now you need to be able to have time to prepare your equipment and the like. It's good stuff. Man, I'm excited to see what the game looks like now. I know that sniping was the order of the day, but brawling, as I was on my way out and I was focusing on YouTube more, the focus became more and more on brawling.
Yeah, brawling is definitely...
The Glowwater Thralls were the ones that were really taking over there with that. I mean, heck, they were even getting the Brawlbula working, which was the Gatling. I think it was Gatling on top with double mortar on the bottom. It was just a nightmare. And then whatever they felt like on the wings. Just anything. Those were the less important components. If they had their Hydro, they were happy.
Yeah, I really liked the Thralls playstyle. I played for them a little bit, about a year and a...
It felt a little memey, but not necessarily in a bad way. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this, but in one of my more recent videos, recent being in the last year, I did a breakdown of a Call of Duty match, and my competitive gaming casting was absolutely a boon when I was doing that.
Call of Duty is a very fast-paced game.
Yeah, I had to break down the duel. Now, I didn't do it live, obviously. I scripted it out and everything, but everyone was like... I remember there were a lot of comments that were like, wow, that was, like, weirdly gripping, and it's like, yeah, that kind of used to be my job.
All right, we're starting.
All right, we're kicking off.
All right, Misty Mutiny, one of the newer maps on PvP. It got ported from the PvE Alliance. This was supposed to be. This is a defense map. You can see the yellow building in the background.
Yeah.
So that was the base, and then there's like 3 set of ways that the enemy can approach, or 3 or 4.
Yeah, I might spend a little bit of time exploring the map and getting to know exactly how it works, because this is one with which I am not acquainted.
Indeed, there's a bunch of new maps. And still counting.
I'm curious to see how balanced they are, how they work. All right, perfect. We're in. Oh god, the post-processing is still on. I thought I turned it off. It says they're disabled.
Don't forget about the film grain.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, it's down there. Disabled. Done. We're good. Don't worry, everyone. This is going to look nice and pretty. Let's kick this off. So it is the Iron Ducks on red, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and introduce our first ship. First off, for the Iron Ducks, we have the Golden Sun being piloted by Shattered Frame. Double Hwacha with double Artemis as well. This is a pure disable ship. Then there's also Hades and Gatling on the front, interestingly enough. Then we also have, oh god, this is already happening really fast, the Summer Palace. I don't think we even have time to get into this. Whoops. That's the Tilde.
Fast, so Summer Palace, piloted by Sunrise Prelude, we have Gatling, we have Mortar on the back, and Kearney on the front. Ship number 3 is Jabberwocky Magnate, piloted by Dementia. We have Tempest, double Tempest, Mortar, Gatling, double Hwacha and a Minotaur. Ship number 4 is the Magnet, piloted by the Water It's Me. We have double Tempest as well, Gatling flag, and Hwacha Minotaur. Alright, there you go.
There, we did it!
Renee's fast is good. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of magnates going on in this match.
Oh,
first kill already gone out for Ironclad.
Gosh,
All
that
right,
was really quick. We didn't even have time to get through all the ships. That was always the worst thing. Now, getting the first kill does give that team an advantage. It means if time runs out, then they automatically win if the score is tied.
Yeah, if the score is tied and there's no engagement and the time ran out, then they win.
Uh-oh, what's the
So
default?
the Magnate is now alone against 2 ships, which is never a good idea.
What's the default key to go up and down? I forgot to Oh, there we go.
Oh,
R and F. Got it. I always had it set to control and spacebar. Gatling going down on the Squid, forcing them a little bit lower, but now the Jabberwocky from a distance getting some nice hits in. Were they able to disable anything? Not really. Fire on the armor, 1 stack of fire on one of the main engines, but otherwise they're doing okay. They're able to get out. Golden Sun in the meantime looking to cut them off. Magnet coming around the ship, around the building. I think they want to try to get around behind the Jabberwocky.
I think they're going for the Magnet, but it seems they changed their mind. Summer Palace is probing the enemy while watching them and trying to spot everyone so they know their locations. And now we are behind a solid cover of 1 building.
Yeah, they're each looking for some sort of advantage on the other. This Hades is really locking down the Magnet really nicely, though. It's the perfect distance. They're keeping the perfect distance away for that burst on the Hades to do the maximum amount of damage to the armor. And it's making it very difficult to approach. The Jabberwocky's trying to poke out. They're managing to keep the Summer Palace a little bit farther away, but if they just hide for a minute, get the repairs going, they could easily come back in. The Golden Sun, however, is taking hits, and the Summer Palace has to come in and run a little bit of interference.
Yeah, they're trying to take off the Golden Sun. Now Summer Palace is going behind the Magnet because there's no guns behind the Magnet. The Golden Sun is going for the Jabberwocky instead. So we have a separated engagement. Magnet firing Hwacha barrage on the Golden Sun, disabling some guns, which is all 3 guns on one side. Summer Palace stepping in, helping out their teammate with the Gatling fire. Magnet is looking fine so far. 2 stacks on the armor.
They're holding. Yeah, the Magnet's taking all of this fire. The Jabberwocky, however, a little bit far away to do maximum possible damage. Look at that. Not a whole lot out on the Summer Palace, actually. Yeah, their engines are holding up just fine. Their armor coming back up pretty quickly. Mortar out onto the hull. The Magnet, the bump does even extra. But the armor comes back up just in time. Summer Palace, their armor drops as well. They weren't able to get the kill, and now the Magnet gets the return for all their damage. The Golden Sun now in trouble. They're going to try to get something done on the Magnet, but I'm not sure that they can. They're too close. They're too close for the Hades to burst.
Yeah, but they might be a bump.
We'll see. The armor.
Magnet realizing that they're going to for a Marion Storm, they went back. And now we'll see if they manage to get the armor down. It looks like they... Oh, they're missing some shots. Almost.
It's burning. They let it burn out.
Oh, watch barrage.
Oh, that
they
was
managed
really
to get the armor
close.
back up, so it's fine.
Summer
But
Palace
Summer
coming
Palace
back
is
in.
back. Summer Palace is back in, going for the magnet, obviously. So magnet might not survive this encounter.
No,
Because two
they're
ships
not.
Against one.
No way.
Yep, yep.
No way
you
they're
got me
surviving.
there.
That's amazing.
Jabberwocky. Okay, Jabberwocky is now alone, going for the Summer Palace, disabling their two top engines. Ram on the Jabberwocky, no damage done. 3 guns disabled on the Jabberwocky, they managed to get it back up. 1 stack on the engine.
Golden Sun in the perfect distance as well. If they can just get around this nice rock spire, is going to make things difficult for the Golden Sun. But I think that they're still going to be able to come back in. Nope, not if the magnet comes back around, getting some nice disabling shots in. But now they're forced to back up. Both of these magnets are stuck behind cover. Not the worst place for a magnet to be. It's easy for them to poke out and do a little bit of poke damage, and now that's exactly what they're doing. They're coming in for the Golden Sun, getting some good shots in. Not a whole lot of disable coming out, though, and this might make room for the Summer Palace to come in from the side. Magnet trying to disable them. Lots of fires on the engines going to disable them. You don't need to destroy or damage the engines if they're on fire. Fire reduces their effectiveness across the board, and all of them are burning. I'm not sure that the Summer Palace is going to be able to get a whole lot done. It wants to go in. They're burning out the engines just a little bit, but now they're in a very dangerous place. If their engines go out now, they're going to be in huge trouble. Their guns aren't even in arc.
Magnate, on the Golden Sun to manage to get it back up, but they're heavily fire stacked, like all over the place. Summer Palace now dodging shots. They managed to get the armor broken.
Golden Sun's armor's down.
Yeah, the Golden Sun has been hammered constantly as the Summer Palace has tried to get in. There have been disabling shots on the Summer Palace while the Golden Sun is taking huge damage. Now, the Summer Palace feels pressured to go in and actually do something, but it's put itself in a very dangerous situation. All of its engines are getting damaged. They're trying to put a little bit of auto repair on those engines. They're keeping them going pretty well, but one is almost down. The armor is down, and that is just way too much damage.
Squid is a paper. That thing can go down very quickly if there's no armor.
Golden Sun, I think, is far enough away to escape. I don't know that these magnets, the other two magnets, are going to be able to chase down this one magnet unless it backs up into a building. No. The Golden Sun is getting some decent fire out as it retreats, but the armor's down. Big damage into the hull. Armor comes up just in time. There are fires on the engines, and that's going to make it really hard to back up. They're moving backwards. Backwards is slower, as I understand it. Armor down. Again, is there enough? Did they spend everything on just getting the armor down? They did. And the armor comes back up just in time. Where is the Summer Palace? Too far away to really help, but it feels the pressure to come in and help. But the death of their ally means that they're going to have to back up. We're 2 for 3 right now in favor of the Fancy Pipers.
Indeed. Summer Palace, being a squid, has no problems getting away from the enemy. They have 4 engines after all. So they're behind hard cover, solid hard cover, it's fine. But the Jabberwocky and Magnet seems to be advancing to the enemy's position. Yeah, they're going for it.
Yeah, I think that this is the right decision. This is the right decision, I think. The approach on the Magnet is really strong. It's hard to stop it. Summer Palace wants to move in, wants to take the initial barrage, and they're going to eat it. Guns already going down, fire on the engines, armor almost goes down. Golden Sun, however, doesn't feel comfortable enough approaching. Summer Palace just has to retreat, but this means that the Iron Ducks are going to have a nice flank on these two unless they can manage to back up, and that is exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, Jabberwocky knew the tactics, so Summer Palace didn't flank the enemy like they wanted to. They are behind soft cover. They might sneak around.
Here they go.
Nope, they're spotted.
Shots down on the Summer Palace. Armor's holding.
But they are behind hard cover, so they can recover from the pot shots. Okay, that's the Tempest going in for the Summer Palace.
That
they're
fire.
trying their best.
Yeah, they're using incendiary rounds, aren't they?
Indeed. That's the incendiary round on the Tempest missile launcher.
Actually, it doesn't look like they are.
Hold on.
That's just...
Oh, they're using... Oh, they're using charged rounds.
Yeah, they're using charged.
They're using charged rounds on the Tempest. Okay. That can happen too, yeah. Incendiary...
It's enough fire.
Yeah, it's going. Incendiary would be much worse, I guess.
I suppose it's putting enough fire on the engines as it is. Just the fact that the engines on the Squid are constantly on fire reduces their effectiveness massively. Golden Sun moving in. Hades at just the right range. They want to get a little bit closer, but the balloon not looking great. Hades taking damage. Summer Palace now moving in.
Ooh,
how much damage are they going to be able to do? The engines are going out. All engines on this Squid are down, and repairs haven't even started. They're rising up. They're burning Hydro to try to get out of the way. Armor's burning. Balloon's okay, and the engines are starting to come back up as the Golden Sun runs interference coming inside. But the double Gatling on the armor of the Golden Sun is going to bring it down nice and quick, and the hull damage is huge. Down to almost half. Armor comes back up, but as they're retreating, the Summer Palace is coming in. They're just trading back in. And frankly... the blue team, Fancy Pipers, they're comfy with this situation. One ship comes in, they leave, another ship comes in, they'll just hit both of them. They'll trade off. They're happy with this.
Magnet's armor's down. They're trying to get away. No explosive damage so far, so only Gatling fire. Watch barrage on Summer Palace. Disabling 2 engines, 2 guns, and an armor. So they're vulnerable, very vulnerable to attack, but no explosive damage. It made contact with Summer Palace, so they're alright for now. Golden Sun going with the interference. Watch rush on the Golden Sun, disabling 4 guns. Armor is broken now, and they're going with the explosive damage. Oh,
there we go. 2 for 4. Fancy Pipers need just 1 more to close this game out, and the Summer Palace forced to retreat. No other option.
Yeah, they have no chance of like getting at least 1 kill on that. There are times where you can do a kill if you have them like in a right position against a wall or something. You ram them, and you know. But otherwise, as a Squid, you have no chance. Almost no chance.
Yeah, just don't bother. Back up. Like what they're trying to do, what the Iron Ducks have been trying to do, is move the Squid into a nice flanking position. But the Fancy Pipers have been staying in positions that make it very difficult for a flank to properly occur.
Yeah, Squid is of course fast, and they have the very dangerous Gatling mortar. So they are all about getting behind enemy lines and just annihilate the armor and hull.
The trick has been, when they bring their mortar to bear, they're exposing their engines. And because the Fancy Pipers have been sticking so close to one another, and because they have so much disable, it's been hard for them to get anything done.
The thing is, they're trying to get behind the ships, and trying to stay behind the ships because there's no arc on the magnet that covers the back of the ship, the aft.
Yeah.
So the mortar being on the engines is dangerous, but in this I guess strategy, it's fine. They know what they're doing.
Summer Palace trying to get behind hard cover. That's some good damage on one of the engines. Can they actually get behind this cover? The magnet has arcs for a moment longer. Not going to be able to do anything with it. But they need to repair that mortar before they go in.
Okay, they're behind arc cover for now. Only small sniper shots. Nothing too serious.
Golden Sun's been
spotted.
By the
way, I noticed you have Fancy Pipiers instead of Fancy Pipers.
I think you're right. That is not how it's supposed to be. No.
It happens. It happens.
Fancy Pipiers.
No worries.
I'll just tell Water and Daniel that they just need to change their name to Fancy Pipiers.
They're the ones that are wrong. Jabberwocky taking shots. The Seraph is down. But I don't think they're that worried about it. They bring it back up right quick. Golden Sun still looking for good shots. Summer Palace now trying to get this flank, but it's not really a flank. They're running directly in front of them, and now there's fires on multiple of the engines. Balloons burning. Armor's not looking great, but the Gatling's going down on the magnet. Do they have the angle? They can't quite get the angle for the mortar. So even if they break the armor, not a lot's going to happen. Armor down on the Summer Palace. A lot of hull damage. One more shot will bring this game to a close. But they survive. Only barely. They are going to have to get out. Golden Sun running interference. Armor down on the Magnet. But it comes back up right quick. They're going to be decently safe. With the Summer Palace so damaged, it's difficult to see a way that the Iron Ducks can come back into it without some really excellent play.
Yeah, they need to outplay the enemy. Right now, Summer Palace is the weak link that make... Oh, there you go. Double focus from the Magnet and Jabberwocky on the Summer Palace. Oh, they're going with the mortar. They did enough damage. Oh my.
That was quite
but they
a
don't
bit of
have
damage.
engines. They do not have engines right now, nor a gun.
They're coasting.
So they are vulnerable.
The Jabberwocky is chasing down this kill. Gatling goes out, armor down, and they get the kill. Excellent work from the fancy puppies.
The fancy puppies.
Fancy puppies? What? There's no you. What? How did you get that? I think it's puppiers. Puppiers.
What did I even type?
Puppiers. Puppiers.
You know what? It doesn't matter because we're not going to look at it anymore.
Oh, you're going to change it,
Transition
don't you?
away. There we go. We're good.
Oh my god. Alright, that was our first match of today's SCS number 300. I still don't have the brackets up.
So whoever wins, is it best 2 out of 3? Or is it just the one game?
It's double elimination, so each
Gotcha.
team has to be beat twice.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me...
I was gonna
where
say,
is it?
like, just one seems unfair, but yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the bracket now. It's double elim. I don't know how I didn't see that before. Iron Ducks drop down. Fancy Pipeers go up to fight against Citrus Supremum. Let's see if I can spell that one correctly.
Well, we'll see on the stream. So I think... Okay, the Steel Vanguard and the Deadstone Trading Company still at it, I guess. There was like 5 minutes until the end, so
Okay.
they're still going for it. And now we have Citrus Supremum against Fancy Pipers.
Are we gonna cover that right now? We're gonna have another
Yes.
game immediately. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're waiting for the other match to end. And oh, actually no.
No.
Oh, we have both of them, so we're going for it. Yeah.
Why wait?
Oh, well, we need to wait for them to actually join, but otherwise, yeah, we're going.
I wait for no man. Maybe a woman, but no man.
So, a bit of a news. The Steel Vanguard against the Deadstone Trading Company. They have overtime right now, so that's why it's keeping.
Ah, gotcha.
They don't have the scores yet. So yeah, but we are going. We need to wait everyone to get in, and then we're going with the timer and stuff.
Now, I wonder, do you think that they're going to keep the double magnet? It was rather effective. If they can just manage to stay forward facing against their targets, they do a massive amount of damage. It's really hard to approach the magnets because no matter which angle you come at them from, they're going to have something trained on you.
Fancy Pipers are all magnates, I think, most of the time. But of course, it depends on the situation, what the other team will bring, what's the map and stuff like that.
They take a different thing. Sometimes they take galleons. They take, yep, there's Queen Kerwin's revenge. Always.
Yeah.
Water very much likes his galleons. They take that quite often in SCS. But no, they change their builds up quite often. I would say most teams do. Most teams don't typically stick to one exact thing. Maybe one team that would... I would say LLL takes a lot of magnates. They were kind of the first ones to start out taking magnates in SCS. And they kind of... I mean, I could be very wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were the ones to first take magnate. I know Fluffy Moth, piloted by Merwin, often is always... Well, Fluffy Moth is a magnet, but they often take Fluffy Moth.
So what's the logic behind the Lumberjack and the Carronade? Do you bring Lochnagar on the Lumberjack so that it's effective at any range?
That's I don't think that works because Lochnagar damages your gun pretty badly.
Yeah.
You can use it, for instance, like for a mine launcher. You can bring that. But for the Lesmok, for the Lumberjack, either Lesmok or Greased.
Lochnagar does work for very close range.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is you have the Carronade, like you have, is the idea behind the port side of the Queen Curran's Revenge that, like, no matter how far away they are from the port side, you have some sort of effective weapon?
Yeah, I think we got confused with the question, but yeah.
Oh, no, so the Queen Curran's Revenge has a it's a Nemesis. So it's a Nemesis Heavy Carronade.
That's the Mark II, yes.
Yeah.
That's different from the actual Carronade.
Yeah, the Hellhound. I was thinking the Hellhound. I misread it.
So the difference between Hellhound Heavy Twin Carronade and the Nemesis Heavy Carronade is that the Nemesis is for very long range.
No, I remember. I've used it. I've used it. It's
been changed. It's not very long range anymore. It's fairly mid-range. I wouldn't say it's very long range. It's typically used mid-range.
But it does sort of answer my question, because we have the Hades, which is a mid-range weapon, effectively speaking. The Lumberjack, which can have its range brought into mid-range with like greased ammo or incendiary, anything that slows the projectile speed, and then the Nemesis as well. So they're looking for sort of mid-range on them. Oops, no, I don't want to leave the lobby. But no, they've changed it up. They're going back to the magnet. Bringing that Minotaur on the starboard side, Watcha on the port side, and what they have paired with it, they have, interesting, they have an Echidna up top, and a Seraph as well on the starboard side. This is interesting. Because what are they bringing? They have the Gatling and Echidna. I was always a big proponent of the Echidna back in the day. I felt like it was underused.
Echidna light flak cannon.
Flak?
Well, you can also go with the mortar, which is very effective of short range. But if you want some extra distance and sort of keep the firepower, you can go with the flak.
And then
flak is taken more often now than
interesting.
it used to be. Mortar was definitely very dominant a couple years ago, but I would say flak is taken more often now.
Yeah, I think instead of taking the Echidna because of the arming time, people would just load Lesmok. They'd bring Lesmok rounds to put into the mortar if they were expecting a slightly longer range engagement.
Yeah, but it's very inaccurate especially if you're moving. So you need to really time the shots. But I think one of the reasons why the flak is more popular now than the mortar, well, I mean, the mortar is still used, is because, of course, when you see a ship with a mortar, first you go for the mortar, because that is a devastating, like, firepower against you if you have no armor. So with the flak, they usually go for the Gatling instead. Because flak doesn't do much damage on the armor.
Right. Now look at this. Bringing a Crusader with Minotaurs.
Also, just to clarify, for people who play or know Guns of Icarus, I'm saying strategies and stuff from a gunner's perspective, because I'm the main gunner. I'm not a captain, so usually I try to analyze like captain's movements, like the ship movements, but still, like, they know way more what they're doing than I do. I'm the main gunner. I'm competitive.
I was Gungineer back in the day, and so I'm always looking at repair cycles on the guns. Like, you expect an engineer to be shooting, well, okay, they got one kind of ammo, and they also have to be able to hop off and repair usually. So that's one of the tricks with the Gatling mortar is like if you do devastating damage, it can be hard to keep DPS up while doing repairs, even if the damage that you potentially can do is devastating.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Here we
not
go.
I think they were trying to ready up at the same time and they failed and then they tried again. I think that's what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Right, Derelict Deception. One of the new maps as well. You can see it. I think it's a tiny plane in the background from the PvE.
Okay, quick question. Fancy Pipers
Go
are
ahead.
on blue still, right? Fancy, yes, they are. Okay, we're good. Hey everyone, guess what? We're in game and I spelled them right, I'm pretty sure. Let's kick this off. First off, for the Citrus Supremum, we have the Dissonance. Uh-oh, I think I just ruined everything with my key bindings. Either way, it's double Minotaur, double Seraph, double Mine Launcher. And we also have the Victor Magnussen being piloted by... the first ship, the Dissonance, is being piloted by Hellfire. And the Victor Magnussen is being piloted by Sundstrom. It's running Manticores, I think, on both sides? No. It has a Scylla mortar on the port side. So it's got mortars on the port side.
Yeah.
Along with... I can't zoom in because I completely screwed up my key bindings.
Okay, so they have Gatling mortar, Hwacha, and then double lens array, which is a devastating blow to the armor with a Mark II flak cannon.
And the Mark
Jabberwocky.
II flak is the old flak. So we have the Mark I and the Mark II flak. The Mark I flak is the new flak in brackets, you could say. It's slightly different.
Yeah, it uses the old design of the flak, but it's behaving differently than the Mark II. The Mark II is the old flak, but it's a little different.
Oh, the Victor Magnussen looking to get some damage
You
on
want
the
to do other
Jabberwocky.
ship real quick?
Jabberwocky can't quite handle it, but they're okay. They're okay. They're back and repaired. The Magnet now backing off after taking a bit of damage, but the Victor Magnussen thinking of going back in. If they go in now, it could easily be devastating. They're a bit tentative. I think it's because the Dissonance is taking quite a bit of damage and they don't want to go in alone. Dissonance being forced to back up, damage on the bloom, making it difficult for them to drop and get back into cover, so they're turning. Maybe want to get behind that hard cover over there, fix up their angles. But no, they just get far enough away to unlock the Seraphs. The Victor looking to go in, getting some damage out with the Aten lens array. But they're just being forced back down. Not a whole lot they can do.
Yeah, Victor Magnussen is probing the enemy, trying to see what they're doing. They can take a lot of damage, especially if only Tempest missiles are going out there. They don't do much damage if you're a heavy enough ship, so for at least on a long range. Oh, there you go.
They do have double laser on them, though. That
is indeed that is a very strong weapon. Of course, when you're firing it, the maneuverability of that weapon is decreased very significantly, so you cannot like move that weapon much.
Right,
yes,
right. It's
very
hard
similar
to keep it.
If you have Loch Nagar loaded.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now they're using it on the Magnet now. I think that the win condition right now for the Citrus Supremum is getting the Dissonance off and behind the Fancy Pipers, while the Victor is able to move in. The problem is that as soon as the Dissonance moves out to try to flank them, it's going to leave the Victor Magnussen completely alone and vulnerable to attack.
Indeed. There's still some long-range fire. Victor Magnussen taking most of it. Double laser, all they actually reach.
I really want to show this. I think I can do this without too much damage going down. Where's the camera zoom?
It depends on what kind of zoom do you want.
I want to get closer to target. I don't think we have time for this.
Press a ship name and then W or S. Oh, you changed
There we
it.
go. Okay. Okay, we're good. I wanted to scroll through the crew so I can see them shooting from their perspective.
Oh, yeah. That's, what is it?
You can use the bracket keys.
Yeah, the bracket
Okay,
key.
so that's the bracket key still.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
bracket key. You circle around the crew.
Here we go. Alright, I actually want to see what the laser looks like from their perspective, because this is cool. Oh, look at that animation. That is so pretty. And that's some good damage. Look at the way that they're set up, however. Taking quite a bit of damage here. The Victor Magnussen needs to back up, unfortunately. They only took a teeny tiny bit of damage, but the Dissonance is getting quite hurt. This might actually be the opening that the Fancy Pipers need.
They're still at long to mid-range, and red team cannot get in, like, close enough to deal damage. Jabberwocky is damaged from Victor Magnussen, but otherwise, like, Dissonance, at least at what I saw, they didn't, like, do anything yet when it comes to damage dealing.
Not much. The Dissonance has mostly been there to eat damage. They're looking for shots on the Magnet. Some disabling to... Oh, no, they just get the armor down. And this Seraph might do a fair bit of damage. Yeah, that's a nice hunk of hull damage onto the Magnet. Armor comes back up. But I think that the Victor is, again, thinking of coming back in. I think they're just holding the Magnet down. As the Jabberwocky continues to take damage from the Dissonance.
Yes. Okay, they're still going for the Victor Magnussen. Oh, Minotaur. Okay, they threw them off the arcs. Balloon almost went out, but they managed to get it back up. Nice.
They're
Okay,
holding.
some fire stack going on. Yep, indeed. Okay, so we have 13 minutes 53 seconds on the clock and still no kill.
Dissonance is holding. Right now, I think that the Citrus Supremum are in a position that they like right now, even with the Dissonance taking damage. The Victor Magnussen can move in and get some damage of their own, but this is a lot of Seraph fire. The armor is down on the Dissonance. They bring it back up just in time.
You bump on the mountain a little.
A little bit.
Yeah,
it's not the bump's
in
okay.
play.
The bump's okay, but the Victor now might be in trouble. Armor down on the Jabberwocky, but they bring it back up. If the Magnet and the Jabberwocky decide to move in, that could be devastating, but now I think they're content to leave things as they are. Citrus Supremum at this point needs to change up their tactic, because the Victor, their movement has not been coordinated enough to keep this strategy going. And now here we go. Now they're moving in. Jabberwocky going to be looking for shots on the Victor Magnussen. No, they just want to keep hitting the Dissonance. They know which target's vulnerable.
They're also using the they're using Minotaur to like get them into a cliff.
And they're backing up into it as well, but the Magnet taking big damage from the Victor Magnussen, but they can't get enough damage going. They backed up into a cliff. Huge damage onto the armor. It's still up. It's burning, though. They're moving in. Victor Magnussen now loses armor. They're quickly swapping targets. And the armor again drops. They're going to have to rebuild it. They bring it back up just in time. Dissonance, what's your plan? Victor has to back up. Neither one can cover for the other because they're too damaged. What's the plan? How are your components looking? Mr. Fancy Pop Ears. They're looking just fine. The Echidna's not nearly as big of a deal right now. They can go in if they want. Their armor's doing fine. Magnet low on hull, but what can the Dissonance really do from this distance? Boy, there's a tongue twister. Armor not looking good. Huge Seraph fire coming in. When they decide to focus down the Dissonance, the damage is huge, and it's enough to bring them down.
First kill goes to the Fancy Pipers. Victor Magnussen now alone in soft cover. But I think they're still visible. Yep, they're spotted.
Here they come.
There you go. Alright, so Victor Magnussen... Yep, indeed. We'll see what they can do. They might get a kill on the Magnet if they play their cards right. But we'll see, because they still have the double laser. And that is indeed a weapon of mass destruction.
Magnet coming over. Here we go. Where are the arcs going to come in? No, there are no arcs.
Yep,
no arcs for the Victor.
It's over. There you go.
Glorious.
Not even the lasers save them.
No, like the damage would have not nearly been enough in a brawling
this
situation.
is in the wrong spot. Oh my, they on the wrong spot, on the wrong time.
Oh god!
Oh boy.
Run! 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 Get
Run,
out!
little Crusader, run!
Oh,
Crusaders
just run.
Oh, the Jabberwocky's chasing. Oh, they're not
They
giving
are
it up.
burning the armor. I mean, burning the engines. Oh, watch a barrage on the dissonance.
Oh,
This
the
is not
mine
looking too
launchers!
good.
The mine launchers cut off the chase. I don't believe it.
Yeah, mine launchers are very powerful, especially with the Lochnagar on.
The Victor Magnussen now taking some good fire from the Seraphs. They're behind hard
Crusader-
cover now.
Crusader definitely has to be careful because they are very squishy. They
More
do
Seraphs.
have lots of firepower, but they are a very squishy ship that can die very.
Okay, so we have a problem. The Dissonance put those mines in the way so that they couldn't be chased, but now those same mines are stopping them from moving in. Now the Magnus taking damage.
They can like shoot out the balloon of the mine to drop it. It is possible.
Double focusing the magnet here.
Oh, indeed, that's the weak link of the blue teams, which are the Fancy Pipers. Watch barrage on the dissonance, disabling one gun only. Okay, Gatling fire on the dissonance and a Minotaur as well. Double Gatling fire. Both blue team ships are going for the dissonance. Armor's breaking.
If the armor drops, the Echidnas are trained on them. There goes the armor.
Oh,
Huge damage!
That was the flak. That was the heavy flak for you, and they're dead. All right, Victor Magnussen alone, trained with 2 lasers going for the Jabberwocky. Armor's down on the
Down.
Jabberwocky.
Oh,
they're
if
not
that flak had
doing
hit.
enough damage.
If only
No,
that.
It's too late. It's too late.
No, here we go.
Watch
Watcha.
Victor
Nope.
Magnussen.
Watcha's out.
Yep, flak going in too soon. Watch a barrage, double watch a barrage, and
Oh, that was kind of beautiful. Chinese New Year comes early.
Alright, 0-4 in favor of the Fancy Pipers.
I think I might
Now,
actually have time to mess with my
before we
controls
call
now.
it a game, there's still a chance that the red team will turn it around. We've seen like 1 million out of 2 million matches that 0-4 turned into 5-4. So it's not over yet. They can still do it. Of course, it looks impossible, but red team has new ships and blue team, of course, they're damaged. They're both going for the Jabberwocky. Lasers missing. They're going. Oh, yep, lasers missed. They're behind hard cover. Let's see what they're going to do.
Dissonance is taking a lot of this fire. Now, like you're saying, if the Citrus Supremum decide to focus down a single target, they could easily get a kill. But the disable on these 2 ships, on the Fancy Pipers, is just massive. It's so hard for them to get anything done. Look at the cover fire on it as well. The Dissonance taking huge, like, suppressing fire.
Indeed.
Dissonance can't really get a whole lot done. Jabberwocky on its own holding down both of these ships, but that might change pretty quickly as the Victor Magnussen pops up. No, they're taking damage. They're vulnerable. The Jabberwocky is holding off 2 ships at once. Now the Seraph's coming in, putting big damage down onto the armor. It's holding for now, but it's being chipped away. It's gone. If they keep taking this whole damage, no. It was just barely up at 8. That little bit of damage that would have gone into the hull, it saved them, but now it's burning. 4 stacks of fire onto the armor. Dissonance now being suppressed as the Victor Magnussen backs up behind hard
kill
cover.
on the red team side.
They did it.
Yes, they did it. Magnet is now alone and vulnerable. They don't have much health left, so they're going for it. Red team is going for it. Oh,
We'll have
this
to
might go
be
down.
careful.
Oh my, this one's not looking so hot. Okay, they managed to get everything back up. Balloons popping. Oh, double lasers on the magnet.
Now they're not able to get it. Hard cover
Yeah.
gets in the way.
Yeah, of course, as well as like maneuvering. If you are fast enough, you can minimize the damage of lasers because of the arc.
they're
Victor
actually-
Magnet going in. Oh, armor's down on the magnet. They're dodging. Only Gatling fire. Watch your brush
Armor
trying to
down.
disable the guns.
Everyone's on that armor to bring it back up, but the
Oh,
Gatling might bring it down
is
again!
on the scene. Oh my.
Glorious.
And there you go. Jabberwocky did wait. They didn't go for the ally. So they did alright for this one. They didn't help their ally because they might have went down sooner than Jabberwocky could like mobilize and like try to help out their teammate. So Jabberwocky is now on the other side of the map and
Red
waiting.
team is rushing in to go for the
Yeah,
Jabberwocky.
but
the way
Magnet
that
is
you
already
lose,
there.
the way that you lose an 0-4 lead is a meat grinder. So they're just taking it slowly. Jabberwocky been spotted. Seraphs now going to be fired out, trying to get a little bit of preemptive damage in.
We have 5 minutes on the clock. They're going to have to get kills very quickly if they want to win this.
Armor down on the Jabberwocky. Potential for good hull
Flak goes
damage
out.
just a little bit. Doesn't quite do it, but the armor's down again. Magnet has got to hold them down
Ooh,
some
Flak
way.
missed.
That was so
Flak
close.
missed. Ooh, that was almost the end for the Jabberwocky. Almost. But they missed. So
Here we
now
go.
the Jabberwocky and the Magnet are behind hard cover inside the Leviathan. Okay, watch barrage on the dissonance. Okay, quickly push them back. Victor Magnussen is now the primary target of the blue ships. Gatling fire. Okay, double lasers
Flak
as a
goes out.
payback. Okay.
Flak doesn't
Dissonance
quite
going
land.
in.
Dissonance is going to
Yeah.
be alone 1v2 right now, though.
Yeah, they're
Gatling
not going.
down.
That's a bad idea.
No, back up,
I missed armor
back
down.
up, guys. You don't want this. You don't want that fight. You do not want that. Oh, they're still
Yes,
looking
indeed.
at it. Now here comes the victor. But the arcs are definitely in favor of the Magnet.
Oh, bumps. Yeah, Victor Magnussen is not in a good position. They're down, while upper arcs are better than downward arcs on the gun. They had their balloon exposed. They could have like locked them to the ground. But I think they don't have anything to pop the balloon.
Oh my
That was
god!
the flak. That was the flak.
Into the geometry. They got nudged into the geometry.
Yep. So Dissonance was the last kill for Fancy Pipers, and that was our the third match of today's SCS. There's also another set of matches going on. There were the second and fourth one, so that's why we're skipping numbers. So this was the third match, and now we're going. Well, this is interesting. Now we're going for the 8th or 6th.
We're going for the 6th match first.
Mm-hmm. We're
The
going to
Deadstone
be...
Trading Company and the Iron Ducks.
Okay, so the eighth match is waiting. If I'm getting it right.
I have time. I have time to mess with my controls.
Do it.
Okay, spectator. I need to
I
figure
have
this
time
out.
to open my window because it's hot in here. Oh my god.
There we go. Previous crew. Next crew. Got it. Easy. Fixed it. This has been really, really fun to watch, though. I've missed this. Are we going to stick around in this lobby?
Yes, I'm going to be getting
Yes.
the other teams in right now. We'll be doing the first match of the bottom bracket.
Excellent.
So, I don't know when was the last time you like streamed SCS or something like this. There's been moderation tools, so you can change maps and do stuff in lobby, so you don't need to like leave and create again.
Nice. That's wonderful. I'm so glad the devs have been you guys have been really nice about this.
Yeah, this game, although it's like from 2013. Whoa, okay.
What is
I hope it's
that?
not heard on stream right now. Okay, it is okay.
Are you
That
okay?
was the wind. That was the wind.
That was the wind?
That was the wind going through my door. like through the gaps.
What the?
So I was doing that. Okay, I apologize for that.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. I was just like, are you okay? Is someone firing a water barrage into your house? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm on the ship right now, casting while I'm shooting the Gatling.
We're gonna do match 6. Yeah, we're doing match 6 next. That is what's next on the docket. In fact, let's go ahead and get us into the lobby.
Yeah. So this game is from 2013, from Muse Games, as you can see, and till this day, it's still being updated. Of course, we have a bunch of more games, but this Guns of Icarus is still being updated with new maps and new. Even there's like, okay, still like in concept. New ships. There's not going to be anytime soon, but still, it's being updated. New maps, balance changes, and new customizables like dyes. Actually, we increased the customization of ships. You can dye you can dye balloons. You can dye certain parts of the ships. You can have color decals now, and yeah, pretty much still updated.
It's so wild. Guys have gone to town.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. I've joined Guns of Icarus in 2014. So 1 year after release.
Gosh, when did I join?
You can check your profile.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
there.
you know what? Let's do that.
If you didn't change the account, that is.
No. I'm in the same account as I have ever been. I changed the name, but...
So click on yourself and choose View Profile.
Oh, yeah. I joined in 2013.
So before I did.
Yeah, I was October 14th, 2013. That's when I joined.
I was the 22nd of May, 2014. Okay, I have over 2,000 matches, well, almost 3,000. But yeah, it's been a long journey. I've been casting actually SCS for a long time, like back in like 30s, like SCS 30 something. Maybe I have that wrong, but it was supremely early. And like I've been casting till around 200, then I had a pause because of course like other projects and stuff. I became a Muse intern. So other projects, but yeah, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I've been streaming like a couple of matches before 300.
That's awesome. Yeah, obviously, I stopped a long time ago because, well, actually, the reason that I stepped out of Guns of Icarus was because I got involved in Gigantic, and I was actually really trying to make esports my career at that time, and that completely fell through. But then down the rabbit hole happened, and there was no way I had the time to come back to Guns of Icarus. But it's nice to come back every so often.
And it's very nice to have you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for inviting me back, even if I've been struggling with the controls, like and messing with the keybinds. The keybinds got reset at some point.
Actually using the default settings.
Ugh.
I just got used to it. Actually, fun fact, I have a Steam controller, and it got ruined. The battery leaked, so it's ruined a bit. But I'm trying to fix it, but I don't have enough tools to get the like plastic off, so I'm waiting for that. But I was actually using Steam controller for streaming, like doing the observations on the Steam controller. So yeah, people were like, "What?
Goodness gracious!"
How?" And also, as a fun little thing, I tried to play Guns of Icarus on an NES controller.
So, how'd that go?
Very bad, but it was playable. I mapped it so much that it was weird because of course I couldn't strafe. The D-pad was moving forward, backward, and turning left and right.
Right, you had Doom controls.
Yeah, but I mapped the select button to like change all the buttons, like functions. So, for instance, like manning was B, shooting was A, also hammering. When I hit select and A and D-pad, it would change through my loadout. And
Gotcha.
start was obviously like escape and stuff like that. Like I actually, it was playable. It wasn't great, but it was playable.
Maybe limited functionality. You want to check out the ships that these people are looking at playing?
I'm seeing Magnet and Pyramidian against Pyramidian and Goldfish.
It's a Hwacha fish.
Oh, yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, Gatling port
And
side.
also, if you've noticed, there's 4 guns.
Yeah, right. So like, where's the 4th? Oh, there it is, up by the balloon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was added.
That's nice. I think that the Goldie could use that. Yeah, that's a good addition. Just like my immediate gut reaction is, yeah, that's good.
Because then you can have a Gat flak on that side.
Right. Yeah, you have a little like that was always the problem with the Goldfish is your killing potential was always severely limited.
It was while it could be done, it was usually with the carronade and Gatling. You know, like doing this 45-degree angle on an enemy. It could actually hit both guns.
Right.
But yeah, it was very tough.
But like the Goldfish was so long that it was kind of hard to get working. What about the Pyrrha? Oh, it's a Gatling Artemis.
Yes, Artling is good.
Artling is a thing now. What's the Tenacious
Dina?
Artling. Ooh, Hades Banshee. Interesting. Yeah. What about the Magnet? What do we have on the Magnet?
Oh, Magnet. Actual stuff. One long range, one small range.
Sure.
Range.
Small range is small.
Small range.
Listen, English is not my first language.
Your English is very yes.
My English is very yes, indeed. We call it small range. That's why I got confused.
Yeah, I got you.
Bitty range.
Ban Magnet, says Lore.
Yeah, Magnet is definitely the current meta.
Let's begin. First off, for the, oh my god, what's their name? The Deadstone Trading Company. We have the Enlightened Javelins. Whoopsie daisy. We have on the port side, Hwacha. And for the light guns, Gatling and Echidna. Starboard side, that's a Hellhound heavy carronade with an Artemis and Gatling. We also have the Tenacious Dina. Oh, right, the pilot. Captain Jem is the pilot of the Enlightened Javelins. Then for the Tenacious Dina, we have Hungover NG. Hades Banshee on the 4 with Gatling and Flamethrower on the port side.
You kind of went with the Hungover NG as a gun. Like we got Hungover NG, Hades, Banshees.
And then on blue team, we have the Bill Cipher, piloted by Shattered Flame. We have a flak on the side, and then it's an Artling, Gat Artie in the front, and a Caro on the back. Then we have the Filthy Breakwater, piloted by Sunrise Prelude. We have the front Hwacha, side Carronade, and side Gat flak.
Alright.
That's a lot of, like, I can see how this would work. Hwacha goes in, disables, runs a little bit past them, Gatling and flak to bring down the hull and armor. Like, in theory, it should work. And the Bill Cipher, I think, complements them really well. Because if they want to help disable, they can really easily tie down another ship with the Gatling and Artemis. The Artemis can fire before the Gatling. They can fire the Artemis on approach, in fact. Now look at this.
Do you think they hear them? Weird angle where you can...
Do you think they hear him? Do you think they hear him?
I think they definitely hear them, but they don't know where they are. Unless they have surround sound on.
Got buffed
engines. There you go.
Go spots.
They
Filthy
know.
Breakwater coming in. Watch on the Tenacious
gosh,
Dina.
nice.
Not a whole lot of damage on that Hwacha. The Enlightened Javelins now getting their response. Gatling out on
that
the
was
Filthy
nice.
Breakwater. Echidna a little bit early. Neither side is really going to take a whole lot of damage from this initial engagement, and I think that this might actually favor the Iron Ducks with their ship setup.
Yeah, they're trying to bait the enemy. So Goldfish was probing, of course, for the enemy to get spotted, and then like running away for the hard cover and going with their ally. Now, Pyramidion is going for the disables and Gatling. Once that's done, they're going to doing this. They're gonna do this weird angle where it can fire the flag too. So they'll be having 3 guns at the same time, firing at the same time. They're both going for the Tenacious Dina.
They want that
okay.
Hwacha.
Yeah, Magnet stepping in. Watch a barrage on the javelins. On the
They get
Enlightened
both.
javelin.
They were going for a
Oh.
little bit of disable on both, but now the Filthy Breakwater in a fair bit of trouble. They take a little bit of chip damage onto the hull. But now, the Bill Cipher getting some nice angles on the Tenacious Dina. The armor already drops once, drops twice, but the Artemis isn't coming in because the Enlightened Javelins is able to get the disable.
Indeed. So, Enlightened javelins did the watch a barrage on the pyramid and disabling both front guns. Filthy Breakwater is going in, watch a barraging from a close distance.
Good damage.
That's the arming time needs to be, of course, kept in mind. So don't go too close with the Hwacha. However, the Tenacious Dina is going for the Breakwater, disabling their armor, but no explosive damage yet. Bill Cipher's armor is down. Oh, there's the flag. They managed to get it back up, but they took significant damage.
Armor's
Armor's
still up.
Two.
Come on, Tar! I can't believe it. They're using the Tar. It's holding the Bill Cipher in place. There's no way they can get out of this. They are so done.
That's over. It's over.
What
Game over.
amazing Tar. Hungover NG, you glorious man. Or woman, I actually don't know. Guns of Icarus always had a much more even distribution of men and women compared to most esports.
Hmm.
You ever notice that?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
definitely are a lot of women that play guns.
It's like
Especially
way more.
competitively.
Yeah, like especially like looking at other esports, it always like going to other esports. It's like, huh, all right, but I don't
We
know
like
what
our
it is.
airships.
I actually might pin that on the community. The community for Guns of Icarus is really, really good.
Yeah.
Indeed. Some medium to close range combat
The
going in.
Hwacha's almost no. The Hwacha's disabled. They wanted to come in and get a Hwacha barrage out, but they just weren't quite able to do it. Now the Tenacious Dina getting some nice shots out on the Bill Cipher, but not able to actually make anything happen.
Yeah, fireballs everywhere.
Bill Cipher drifting a little bit in. Filthy Breakwater looking for a Hwacha barrage on the Enlightened Javelins. How much were they able to disable? Everything that wasn't an engine. Except for the Hellhound. That's some that's a lot of damage. Filthy Breakwater
Still
is still
Swift here.
spotted, however. Tenacious Dina wants to get some damage out on them. The Hades firing through the nose of the Pyramidion, but now they're going to eat a Hwacha to their front. The poor schnoz of the Tenacious Dina has been crumpled. Now the Filthy Breakwater taking damage
Hades
themselves. The
going into
Hades,
the-
Hades
yeah.
back up very, very quickly, and they're forced to
Javelin's
back up.
hull is down.
Bill Cipher looking for shots. They're going to be able to
It
get a little
seems
bit.
to
What's
be-
the plan?
I don't know what Bill Cipher is doing. I think they thought they have like a good angle on him and didn't think the red team will go forward, but
Right.
they need to reposition now. Oh, Tenacious Dina is indeed the weak link here, so they might go for him. Yep, there we go. Tenacious Dina's burning engines to go back behind Enlightened Javelins. Enlightened Javelins taking a lot of firepower, but still armor is intact almost. One fire stack, 2 guns down. Tenacious Dina trying to do some Hades fire. Oh, there you go. On the Bill Cipher. going for the balloon.
The Echidna, they want to use that Echidna, but it's rough. Tenacious Dina's armor is going to hold as the Echidna shots fly wide.
Alright, so the entitled Tenacious Dina is still going with the Hades. Ooh, missed every shot. Filthy Breakwater.
Yep.
Breakwater is now going forward. Okay, they're kind of trying. I think they're can't decide if they want to go in or not. They're trying to like go forward and backwards again. Okay, watch Barrage. Missed every shot on the Bill Cypher.
It happens, man.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
Filthy Breakwater is turning tail and running right now, but they're leaving the Bill Cypher completely alone. They are going to have to turn back in if they want to actually help their ally. Nice Hades shots onto the Bill Cypher. How's their armor looking?
Position and going in behind. Seems they're going to be going for the Tenacious Dina here.
Nice Watcher Barrage. Engines are okay, but all the guns on the Tenacious Dina are down now. The Enlightened Javelins has something to say about the arrival of the Filthy Breakwater. Couple of shots into the main engine, but it's still up. No arcs right now as the Filthy Breakwater stays high. Their armor burns out. They're able to get it back up very quickly. Tenacious Dina does not have the proper arcs, except they do because they use the tar, but they've tarred themselves. Still, however, the Filthy Breakwater forced to drop down onto that rock spire. They backed up and out of the tar, and the Enlightened Javelins loses their armor. Huge hull damage. That tar is not working out the way that they want to.
Yeah, they're getting behind hard cover from the Bill Cypher. The Filthy Breakwater still 2 against 1, and I'm surprised they lasted this long. It's not often seen that 2 against 1 can take longer than 30 seconds.
Right, they're doing really, really well. Now the Tenacious Dina looking for arcs on the Filthy Breakwater. Bill Cypher, however, coming in. They have something to say about that. Armor not looking good. It drops. Echidna can't keep arcs for long enough. That was some excellent pre-fire, some excellent prediction, but they just weren't able to finish them off. The arcs weren't there for long enough. Filthy Breakwater breaking down the armor. More tar out. Not landing on anyone just yet, but it is limiting mobility quite a bit. Bill Cypher getting some really nice shots into the Enlightened Javelins. Armor drops. And that's going to be all she wrote. Tenacious Dina's next on the docket. Too close for the burst of the Hades, but they rammed them into the rocks. There's the bump into the rocks. The Filthy Breakwater, like we were saying, doesn't have a whole lot of kill potential. It's hard to get those arcs just right. And Tenacious Dina just needs to buy time to get everything back up. Goodness gracious, I can't believe they did that. Filthy Breakwater is now, they have the advantage. They're going to try to get something done, but the Tenacious Dina wants the ram on them, trying to push them into the rocks. They push them, push the arcs off a little bit, but they actually used it to their advantage. Filthy Breakwater manages to pop the balloon, doesn't quite pop the balloon, actually, the Tenacious Dina. But it does suppress them and push them back. Now, Filthy Breakwater gets another Watcher Barrage. What's it going to go into? Nothing. Doesn't get a whole lot done, frankly. They're going for the ram. Doesn't get a whole lot done either. The Filthy Breakwater just does not have the tools necessary to finish off the Tenacious Dina. Timer? Timer's okay?
Yeah, wait the timer, so... Okay, who had the first kill? Let's see.
Red team.
Red team had the first kill. So blue team could wait out the timer, but right now, since it's a tie and red team had the first kill, red team can wait out the timer and win. It can happen on this map because this is a maze basically.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
Also, the Filthy Breakwater has quite a bit of hull damage on it, and the Goldfish is kind of funny. It has a very low armor value, but a very high hull value. So you're very dependent on having a decent amount of hull, and this much hull damage is likely to cause issues for the Iron Ducks. They're going to need to be really careful in these coming engagements. You saw how much they struggle when they're alone against a target. They're quite reliant on the Bill Cypher to make much happen. This is always the case with Goldfish, though. Anything that isn't a blender fish struggles when it doesn't have a nice ally. Even that gun on the back, which is nice, I don't think is enough to really even things out.
Yeah, okay. So Red team is out of the spawning point. Blue team might have the idea what they're going.
They're hunting. The
Yes,
Goldie,
indeed.
the Goldie wants to be the first one to engage with the Bill Cipher right behind, and they're about to find them. Spots are about to go out. Here we go, friends.
Oh,
Gatling coming out on the Enlightened Javelins. First watch a barrage. How much is it going to get done? A fair bit. The offensive potential of the Enlightened Javelins has been pretty much nixed as the Bill Cipher tries to get angles down on the Enlightened Javelins, and they have it thanks to the nice downward arcs of the Artemis. Excellent. They're pinning down the Enlightened Javelins, but now the Filthy Breakwater taking a fair bit of damage. 14 stacks of fire on the armor, but that gives them time to get beneath everything and rebuild that armor. Tenacious Dina now looking for shots. Are they going to be able to find them? Banshee out on the balloon to keep it suppressed, and Filthy Breakwater bottoms out right into the wrong place. They get nudged down into horrible geometry.
Rams going in. Oh, Rams going in. They didn't make it.
Not quite. Armor drops a bit too late.
Oh, wait. Okay,
it goes into their main engine. They're still dropping down against geometry. And there's the ram into it. They're not quite able to do it. The last bump and the tar. Oh, no. This is just BM. That's awful. The Enlightened Javelins now in huge trouble. They've been suppressed from the very beginning of this fight. And the Bill Cipher takes very good advantage of it. The Filthy Breakwater finally able to break out, but the Gatling brings down the armor. Tar going out on them again. Flamethrower keeping them suppressed. What are they going to be able to do? The armor's dropping right as they back up into geometry. Balloon's not looking good either. 3 stacks of fire. Watch out on the Tenacious Diva as it takes a bit of damage from its own tar. Armor down.
Still,
it's bottoming out.
They're still in a good spot because Filthy Breakwater is damaged and they need to circle around. So they bought some time, but right now okay. So double watch a barrage on the Tenacious Dina. They need to wait out for their allies to spawn, but I think it's too late. Flags going out. Okay, missed every shot.
Don't meat grind. Don't meat grind. Just let this one go out.
They're trying to, I think, buy some time to waste time.
Comes the ram! Oh, that was tasty.
So... Okay, so the Enlightened Javelin is now chilling in the background, like all the way out there. Blue team might have the idea, so they're looking for him. They might know where they're hiding because that's a pretty popular spot.
It is, yeah.
Pause.
Oh, they're calling for a pause.
Let's see if we'll have them. Aria's gone. Okay, paused. So now we have a pause for 2 minutes max. No ship is moving and shooting, and we now wait for them to call for the unpause. Now. Okay.
What an engagement that was. Can I just say, like, that the control out on the Enlightened Javelins was absolutely fantastic from the get-go, using the really good downward arcs of the Artemis to disable everything before the Enlightened Javelins could get anything done. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, some really nice play. They're a fairly new team, so it's very nice to see them
sometimes
doing well.
Sometimes the basics are the most important thing. It's just downward arcs on Artemis, good. And sometimes that's all you need.
Bill Cipher is drifting there a bit. They should return to their post. Anyway, so yeah, so the Artling really works. It can work if you have a good gun on the third slot, which is the side flag for this one, because you can get 3 guns at the same time, so you don't need to worry about the second gun being long range. You can just hit it with the greased rounds and go for it.
Alright, they're moving in. They have an idea. Ooh, are they backing up? They might get sideswiped here if they're not careful. Filthy Breakwater is going to be well ahead of the Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher in a very vulnerable... No, they know. Look at that turn. They know. Oh, I love the mobility of the goldfish. It's my ship of choice, personally, when I'm captaining.
It's very fun. It's very maneuverable.
It is, yeah. The blender fish. I love blender fish. It's my baby. Enlightened Javelin's now looking for shots out, but the Bill Cipher, it's got some really good arcs on the Enlightened Javelins. The Tenacious Dina is yet to make its appearance, but here we go, looking for shots out on the Bill Cipher. Not getting a whole lot done. Now the Hades. Perfect range on the Bill Cipher. Banshee going to finish off the armor. Balloons burning out as well, but now the Tenacious Dina in trouble. Filthy Breakwater getting a really nice Watcher Barrage right into the tuchus of the Tenacious Dina. And the Bills, but the arcs are still there. The Bill Cipher not looking too healthy. Armor drops. The ram from the Filthy Breakwater. Buying time for the Bill Cipher, but the Enlightened Javelin still has the arcs that they need. Gatling going into the armor.
Ram going out.
Oh my god, this is going bad.
That's it.
Oh, there you go.
I can't believe they went for the ram.
For the win. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So that was the Iron Ducks. Okay, so congratulations. That was our 6th match of today's SCS on the losers round 1. We're going with the finals of stage A, which are the Fancy Pipers against Triple L, Lego Lepidoptera Leviathan.
Yep, losers bracket finals coming. What are we doing right now? Oh, we are going to be doing the winner bracket.
We're going to be doing
finals.
the winner. Yes, the semifinals for the winners bracket.
Yeah. It's labeled finals, but that's because it's the first stage.
Challenge.
Yeah, the winner bracket. Winner bracket finals. I understand. Winner bracket finals coming up next.
Yep.
What a game. That was a nail biter. What a beautiful nightmare.
A lot of ram kills and tar.
The tar, I think, really made a big difference in those fights. The well-placed tar. It zoned people out a lot, and it was often placed in such a way that it was really hard to even rise up when verticality is so important. The tar getting in the way of that made it really hard. Oh, am I doing okay, Tico, with the angles? I'm so glad. I'm really trying. I'm doing a lot of point of view from the gunners. And I'm trying, and then when a ship is getting damaged, I go into the ship to look at the components. I'm trying. I'm so glad that the camera has been acceptable. I'm a little rusty, but I'm glad that it's okay. The games have been excellent so far. I love how the meta is evolved.
They really have. Yes. Well, yeah, now it's Magnate Icarus, basically.
A little bit, yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your mic went a little funky there, Renee.
What?
Your mic got a little funky there, I said.
Really?
A little bit.
Oh, that might be because there's a huge storm going on.
Oh dear.
That sounds like it probably is that, yeah.
But no worries. I'm in a flat, not in a house, so there's not going to be an outage. I hope.
Hopefully.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's a huge building. It's still like it's better equipped than a house. Of course, the building I'm in, it's actually old from an old times, so it has to be good.
See, like, that's the funny thing. This is a distinction that I've made. For American buildings, old is like 40 years. That's an old building in America.
Like as of now?
Yeah, as of now.
Okay.
Like an old building is 40 years. But like you go to Europe and it's like, yeah, this house is a few hundred years old, and it's like your house is older than my country.
Yeah, that can happen here as well. So I live in a pretty common flat that I was like in during the 70s and 60s. So of course, the Russian occupation and stuff like that, the communists, or socialist, if you prefer. So they went with this design of the building like through the entire city.
Right.
Back in the day, of course. So they're everywhere, and they're okay. The interiors are not well made, but the exterior is still holding, and it's great. And like the elevators are original.
That right there might be the most perfect description of the Soviet Union I've ever heard.
Well, I live in the country that was, of course, back in the day, a Soviet Union, a part of the Soviet Union. So.
Yep. No. That's my point. It's like the buildings are a metaphor for the Soviet Union itself.
Yeah, it's, oh my God, if you like, if someone travels here and see the building, it like reeks of the old times. Like it looks like, even though you have like, you know, the shiny new paint and like to get the styrofoam on the buildings to get the heat to keep the heat. They're still like looking old.
Wait a minute, Xander in my chat said, "Isn't iCarly the guy with the wings who flew too close to the sun then died?"
iCarly. Oh God.
And said, "Whoops," meant Icarus. iCarly Guns of iCarly.
Miranda Cosgrove just comes out of the cracks and she's like, "Hey."
No,
Miranda
just
Cosgrove
like,
for guns.
Yeah, just gets on a Gatling. Let's light these motherfuckers up.
What do you have there? A watcha. Oh God, dumb my credit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're probably confusing the fuck out of Renee right now. But,
What? Me? What?
A show I used to watch as a young lass.
Oh, okay. So all the shows you've seen back in the day, I don't know any of them. So
they're also American shows.
Yeah, American.
Well, we
you
had them,
Americans.
They were American, but I'm Canadian, and we had them here. But
well, it's pretty close, so I guess.
Yeah, we share pretty much the same.
Like for instance, back in the day, we used to, like, we still do, but we used to like share things with the Czech Republic. So, and of course, for those who are going to ask, no, there's no Czechoslovakia anymore. It's separated from 1993. It got separated to Czech Republic and Slovak Republic. Or Czechia and Slovakia in short. A little bit of history there, since we're waiting. 2 minutes remaining, by the way.
Now we're at 1 minute, 30 seconds.
1 minute. All right, guys. 1 minute. Oh, my old moderator. So I used to be really trying to become a Twitch streamer back in the day, and Schnee is around from those days. He's the old guard.
Ye old. I mean, this is pretty ye old to begin with.
Yeah.
We got guns. We got yeah.
God, I'm loving this though. Oh my God, quad magnet. Here we go.
Magnates of Icarus. Yeah, meta.
Magnate is indeed.
Metas of Icarus.
Meta.
The problem with Magnate is that what counters it is another Magnate, so that just ends up with lots and lots of Magnates.
Now, this is kind of interesting, though. Take a look at the GFA Leviathan. Look at that Aten lens array. Aten lens array, Artemis, and a Hwacha. This is a medium range to long range magnet on the port side. That's kind of cool. I like that. What about the Fluffy Moth? This is a mid-range, looks like. Yeah, with the Hades. Yeah, Shani was around when I had 5 to 10 viewers, and then it got up to 30, and around the end, it got up to like 60 to 70. All right, we're kicking this off. No time to ruminate on the past. We have a game.
On Water Hazard.
Oh, good old game. Good old match. I mean, good old map. Damn it.
This is the semifinals with Fancy Pipers on red and Legio Leopatra Leviathan on...
Legio? Isn't it Lego?
Lego.
Yes,
it's
it
Lego.
used to be... Yes, it used to be the other one, that's why.
Lego... Wait.
Let's kick this off before a fight happens. First off, we have the Jabberwocky being piloted by Daniel. I remember he used to get very angry at me when I called him Dementio. Port side, Aten laser, or lens array, with the Echidna and Hellhound heavy Carronade. Starboard side, Huacha with Gatling and Artemis. The second ship for the fancy Papiers is the Magnet being piloted by, oh god, water, it's me. Port side, Huacha, Echidna, Gatling with a Hellhound, Artemis, and Gatling on the starboard side.
Alright, and then on blue team, we have the Fluffy Moth, piloted by Merwin. We have a Carronade, Huacha, Carousel, Hades, a Gat, and a Flak.
Sorry, guys, we have no video. My bad.
Oh boy.
We're good. All right, we're in game. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything.
Then we have the GFA Leviathan, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. We have a Huacha, another Huacha on the other side, a Laser, a Flak Cannon, and an Artemis.
Get that laser going. It's burning armor down already.
Yes, indeed. Those are the arrays for you. They are pretty devastating on the armor.
They are.
Attacks.
It wasn't the Jabberwocky. No, oh no, the Jabberwocky does have the lasers. Yeah, they were trading laser shots, and the laser continues to go out on this baby. Leviathan not looking too pretty if this laser keeps up. They are eating the full clip of this thing. Armor down, hull exposed. Quite a bit of damage. They're coming in hard, but the Fluffy Moth has angles.
They're going around them to get the Jabberwockies off their tail, but they didn't get the Magnet.
Goodness gracious.
See, Flak is taken now.
Yeah, it really is. I'm so glad that people are taking it in. Fluffy Moth now in trouble as its ally drops. They got really good damage in, but now the Magnet has something to say about their existence, and it isn't kind.
Indeed. Fluffy Mouth alone against two, and with the Echidna. Ooh my! I can feel the Echidna's flag in my eyeballs right now. Oh, they're bumping.
Beautiful.
Oh, they didn't bump. Beautiful.
Bump. Magnet looking for the arcs. Jabberwocky has nice arcs. They ate so much damage, but it was worth it. 2-0 in favor of the Fancy Pipers.
Alright, so Jabberwocky is damaged, so that might be the main and first target for the blue team.
Yeah.
To get down, and Magnet's still up and running.
On Water Hazard,
shiny.
Yeah, on Water Hazard, focusing one ship is a fair bit easier because of the lack of cover. I think they're going to have to hug cover. No, they're just getting aggressive. I think that moving for this large piece of cover might be the right idea, though. A lot easier to retreat if they lose their armor or they're taking focus fire.
So, both teams are up and god damn it, they're up and online, and GFA Leviathan is going to be the primary target for now. Hades going out from the Fluffy Moth onto the Magnet. I think they're trying to go for the Jabberwocky.
The
yep,
Leviathan taking a lot of damage though. Gatling forcing them back behind cover. The Fluffy Moth in the meantime looking for angles, but they're going to be taking fire pretty soon too. Jabberwocky, how you looking, buddy? Armor's doing okay. Little bit of fire on the balloon, but absolutely manageable. They're going to need a mallet on the armor. There you go. Need to get on that faster. And here comes the GFA Leviathan looking for some Watcher barrages. Armor drops on the Magnet. And now the Jabberwocky is going to be the focus of fire as the Magnet retreats back behind, or thinks about retreating behind the Jabberwocky. No, they're comfortable to just come right back on in.
Still the primary target for both ships, but double Gatling on the GFA Leviathan, shredding the armor. They seem to not get the Jabberwocky in. Oh, armor's down. Oh, there you go.
Nope.
And that was the flag again. Magnet alone against two Magnates equals bad. Magnet run. True.
They're trying to keep their guns going. They're going for complete damage control so they can eventually fight back. But yeah. I don't know that that's really the order of the day. I think maybe you just ignore your guns and you just keep your engines and armor going.
Team is really pushing here on the Magnet, but they're trying to get behind hard cover. And hull drop.
Armor drop. Wow, that Echidna did a lot of damage. The Banshee there as well. That's the nice thing about the Banshee. You're also getting some suppression as well as hull damage when you're using it.
And that's a lot of damage indeed.
You might want to rethink that engagement, Jabberwocky. Back up.
Yeah,
back up.
They're not going in. They are running.
Mega not happening. 2 for 2. No hull damage. Oh no, tiny bit of hull damage on the GFA Leviathan, but nothing to write to your grandma about.
That's just like one not tight screw on the hull. Nothing too bad. Hi, Mom. What?
What?
It says hi, Mom. Just on stream.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, Lord of Spades' mom, if you're watching, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Your son's been spotted.
Lore is female, so...
Oh! Yeah, see, no, remember what I was saying? Like, the ratio of men to women in this game, in the competitive scene of this game, is way better than most.
We got a lot of girls playing SCS.
Indeed.
And playing guns in general. There's a very even split, I would say.
Armor holding on the GFA Leviathan. Fluffy Moth has something to say about that Gatling, however. Can they drop it? No, they switch targets. I think that both members of that team are going to try to focus on the Fluffy Moth, especially now that the balloon is down. It's going to be a lot easier to hit that armor, because when you hit the balloon while it's popped, it goes into the armor. Now they're being forced to back up. Laser out on the Magnet, however, trying to suppress them a little bit. That's going to be the target. Armor down. Can they actually make anything happen with this, though? They can't.
Basically, anything that is disabled goes right to the armor.
Yes.
Damage. So balloon, engines, parts, everything.
Oh, down to the Fluffy Moth. Big ram, but it goes into the balloon. Might not matter.
They got stuck there for a while, but Magnet's losing armor as well. Fluffy Moth going for the Bridge of Death. Oh, they're going for the Bridge of Death.
Echidna down on the Magnet. Not quite enough.
Alright, they survived the Bridge of Death, and now GFA Leviathan and Jabberwocky are duking it out.
They're each firing on different targets.
I heard that one. Fluffy Moth and the GFA Leviathan are going for the Magnet.
Good focus fire.
Armor's down.
Echidna out on the hull! Very nice work. But now the Jabberwocky is stuck in a very, very bad fight. They're focusing the Leviathan, but that's not the target that they really want. What they really wanted was the Fluffy Moth. Now, here we go. They're getting shots on the Fluffy Moth, but disables on the Fluffy Moth just to keep them from firing on them at all. Excellent work. Jabberwocky running very good damage control, but now the GFA Leviathan, they have their arcs. They're firing out with the Gatling on the armor on the Jabberwocky's holding quite nicely, actually. But now the laser, you cannot escape the eye of the sun. Armor down. Here comes the Echidna. Doesn't get as much damage as maybe they were hoping. The Echidna's going to wait just a bit longer now. Armor down again. Echidna out. Very nice shots into the armor. One more round like that will do it. Rat-a-tat-tat.
And I
No.
guess they just said screw it, we're going in, trying to take as much damage as never mind.
Nope.
Alright, so Fluffy Moth, however, is... Whoa! A sneeze could break them down. GFA Leviathan not doing so bad, so I think Fluffy Moth is going to be the primary target. I'm sure.
It ought
that
to be.
Fluffy Moth, yeah, it ought to be, and... Okay, Magnet's back up, and Jabberwocky's back in as well. So let's see how this one goes. Blue team needs 1 kill in order to win.
But with so much damage on both of their ships, it's a tall order.
It is. They need to play cards right. Need to focus only one ship, disable everything, and just go for it.
Fancy
With the
Pipers. Fancy Piper is going to be moving around behind the clouds, behind hard cover as well. Fluffy Moth and Leviathan are pretty spread out, but now clouds thinning a little bit. They're going to spot each other if they're attentive. There we go. Spots out on the Jabberwocky. Fluffy Moth hiding behind hard cover. The Jabberwocky saw them even if he didn't get the spots. Like we were saying, the Fluffy Moth is the ideal target for the Fancy Pipers. They're holding out. They're gonna have to go. What? Did
they off themselves.
They suicide.
Yeah.
They suicided because they wanted their health back for the next engagement, but this offers them an opening.
It still counts towards the points, but yeah. So GFA Leviathan should have went further than this because they're now alone, taking damage. Not much, but it's dangerous right now.
It's any little bit of damage is going to be really dangerous for the Leviathan right now because they're going to open up the next engagement with it. Fluffy Moth spawns quite low down. They're going to have to rise up and make something happen, but look at that. Those two magnets bearing down on the GFA Leviathan. This is terrifying. Carronade into the balloon. They're going to be okay for now. They're holding out. But for how much longer? Balloon's down to half. Fluffy Moth now looking to try to make something happen. And it's making quite a something happen on the magnet. Hades out. Like, they're in the perfect range right now. Jabberwocky looking to get some sort of disable on them. Getting decent damage out on the Hellhound. But other than that, not a whole lot happening to them.
Yes, indeed. Still going for the Jabberwocky. They should go for the Magnet, I think, because Magnet is just going for the Fluffy Moth. They're both going for the Fluffy Moth. Magnet is being engaged by Fluffy Moth. GFA Leviathan changed target to the Magnet. All lasers going out. Magnet losing armor.
Focus.
We have fire stacks on the guns. Armor's down. Oh, we need the flak.
The flak was there a little bit, but now they're not going to be in optimal range for very much longer. Armor drops just a little bit too late.
Oh, there's still no explosive damage.
All right, Magnet, what's your rebuttal? Gatling goes out into the armor. Their balloon's burning down. They actually, no, they can't follow the Fluffy Moth down because their balloon is so damaged. The Fluffy Moth's going to get away. They're going to buy a little bit of time for this engagement. In the meantime, GFA Leviathan getting the worst end of the fight with the Jabberwocky.
Okay, I'm thinking that the Fluffy Moth is going to help out the GFA Leviathan with the Jabberwocky. Yeah, I think
Artemis into the engines. GFA Leviathan is in huge trouble if that armor drops. All right, where's your hull damage, buddy? There we go, Artemis.
Ram.
Very nice.
No.
No, no way.
Oh.
Can they get it? They got it.
Oh my god, they're going to turn it around.
The GFA Leviathan is down. The Fluffy Moth is dropping.
Oh my god.
Fancy Pipers pulling victory out from the jaws of defeat.
From 2-4 to 5-4.
Excellent work. Absolutely excellent work. They bought time at all the right times. They picked their targets excellently. And they took advantage of any little opportunity they were given. And that's what they really needed to do. Excellent work. Well-fought victory from the Fancy Pipers.
Alright, so now These were the semifinals of the winners bracket, and now for the semifinals of the losers bracket. Who's doing that?
The other stream will be covering
we
that,
have-
so we have a break.
We have a tiny break.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly grab water because. Oh, actually, fun fact, I made a syrup off of strawberries.
Ooh, nice. I have some strawberries. Some
But
fresh
I made a
strawberry.
mistake. I kind of like mixed them with a mixer, and it's a juice syrup. So it is a syrup, but you get juice out of it, not like normal syrup. And also, I don't know the English word for that that thing, so I don't know how to call it. Hold on. Let me do some
Like
very hard.
Jelly?
No. That it is a plant. Hold on. Elder? Is it a thing?
What, elder?
Yeah, as a plant.
Elderberry.
Elderberry, yeah.
Elderberry, like white.
Mhm.
They can be used for syrup as well.
Ah, it's been a while since I've casted. How am I doing? Be honest.
Oh, come on, you're doing fine.
Doing all right?
Yeah,
You're doing good.
I mean, of course, rusty and stuff, but like, it's not like your first time, so you know what to do.
Yeah, I
Not your first
definitely,
rodeo.
I definitely
you know what
am
you're doing.
getting a little lost with some of the new stuff, but I'm settling back into it.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Don't worry.
all
Syrup
right.
pocket.
Well, chat.
Hmm?
How are you all doing?
Yeah, we haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, we've been a little focused on the games. The games have been coming in quite quick succession.
Mhm. That's typically how they are in SCS. They're
Yeah.
very back to back. That's why sometimes we like to have a break. It's always good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other stream is playing the next match right now. Maybe we could restream it. I don't want to do that. Maybe you can make the
We'll
Guns
keep
of
you
Icarus-
updated.
All right, cool.
We'll keep you updated. Right now, they just starting out, so it's not gonna take a while. Let's see. So, someone is asking, Fredrik, how was your day?
It's been chill. I mostly was just getting ready for this. Frankly.
Same.
You are like 6 hours out, right? Like, what time zone do you have?
I'm Pacific Coast, so Pacific time. I'm GMT -8.
Oh God, that's 9 hours. Oh jeez. You have like at least 2 p.m. almost, right?
It's almost 2 p.m. Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm okay.
Eastern, so it's almost 5 for
So
me.
yeah, you did spend most of this day preparing for the SCS and stuff.
Just waking up, getting ready.
Yeah, I am like, we almost have 11 p.m. So I there's a whole day behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like doing my project, getting angry on it and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's been hot. It's been really hot, 30 degrees Celsius.
Gross.
Yeah,
so-
it's been like that here too. Big sad.
Someone said, Folly Industry said, emotionally ready or physically? About the getting ready to SCS.
Physically. My biggest problem is like feeding myself enough. I'm bad at that.
Yeah, understandable. I'd rushed through breakfast and I was like, I gotta get ready. I gotta get all the things up.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast? What is breakfast?
The food.
Yeah, I usually don't have time for breakfast. But yeah, like things have been hard now. So, but it's good. It's good for now. Y'all future over here in the Pacific Coast, we are behind the times. Someone said, "Bruh, just eat."
Bruh.
But yeah, the SCS has come a long way. It's 300 weeks of SCS. Jeez, that's a lot. Like
It really is.
Guys
a
have
lot
just
of
been
players
going.
went and go. There's some players who still in SCS like from the start.
Yeah, like Daniel.
Some Rider clans.
Daniel's
Daniel's in
very
there.
evil.
Daniel. How aware of the meta are you free?
Am I?
Fred.
I was not terribly aware of the meta when I came back in.
Well, now you know.
In chat, they're saying, I miss 4th Oracle. Wish he would come back. He was a swell guy.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Dude, that man, ancient,
4th Oracle.
the old days.
Yeah, good old days.
It's kind of funny. It's really easy. I mean, I always know, when someone knows me. It's funny. People who know me from back before YouTube are like, oh, hey, 4th Oracle. Like, hey, 4th.
Yeah.
And then people who know me from YouTube are like, oh, hi, Fredrik. It's pretty funny. It's like there's this pretty big divide.
Still 4th Oracle in my heart.
I mean, you were called for 4th Oracle, but you told me that you prefer Fred instead. Like 4th Oracle is like a long time ago. Like you don't really use it anymore.
No, I don't use it anymore.
So I'm more of a Fred kind of guy.
I mean, I don't mind if you call me 4th. It's just the old. I don't mind it at all. You're welcome to.
Yeah.
Right, I was going to say, back in the day, I wasn't really the face of the competitive community, but then I realized, hey, wait a minute, yeah, I was. Because as far as I'm aware, the competitive, Steam group, the competitive Goyo Steam group still uses my face. When they made that, it was just, the icon for it was just my face.
When was that group made? I don't think I'm in that one.
Long time ago.
I saw that. Yeah.
I stopped playing for a year, I think, when you guys were streaming. Was that 2016?
This group was made in July of 2014.
Oh, okay.
So, Fall Industry said, I wasn't even aware you played, to be honest. I remember, then someone said, I remember when Fred used curse words.
I was on the Mad Hatters.
Ah,
Yeah, Mad
okay.
Hatters.
Yeah, I flew on Matasama's ship on his Mobula. His sniping Mobula. We were the first team that really practiced hard on the sniping Mobula. It was a Mercury up top with Artemises on the wings. And then we had a Gatling on the... I was Gatling and I was balloon side. So Gatling on the balloon side and mortar on the hull side. On the lower deck. And I was always, I always kind of wished that we had used a Banshee rather than a mortar. But it was still really effective.
I used to play for Wings of Daedalus back in the day.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. And then I went to Overwatch. And
Overwatch is a clan, not the game.
Yes, not the game. We ended up leaving Overwatch clan and making a new clan because a lot of people didn't play anymore. And then also people kept being, oh, the game, to us constantly. We're like, no, we were named this before the game was a thing.
I used to play competitively for the Cake Clan. We weren't there for a while. They're still active, not in competitive scene though. They're doing the Ironforker Friday still. But yeah, I played main gunner for them on competitive with
So,
Admiral Obvious
you mean
on the
main
Goldfish.
flamer?
Actually, a heavy carronade and Hwacha shooter, because okay, I don't want to like boast or anything, but like I used to know how to pull out a Hwacha heavy clip through the globe in Labyrinth and effectively.
Try
Like
doing mines
yeah,
through that.
and with mines, like I was amazing. I didn't know how I did it, but I was amazing. And now I didn't play for a while, so I don't know. But yeah, someone said I like how your little loading animation used gears, and that would never actually mesh properly. That's an old animation actually. That used to be like way back when. I still have it. So yeah. I use it for loading screens.
I'm just gonna quickly be right back because since
No
this
worries.
is our break, so
Uh, someone said he swore a lot when playing Evolve.
Yeah, I was legitimate. That was one of the few games I was legitimately good at. I had like a 94% win rate on Elder Kraken, as I recall.
As the
Monster.
what
As the
like
monster.
monster, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
was a
my
good survivor. I don't know the names anymore. I forgot about them. But one time that I remember, and I think I have it recorded even, is when I took down alone. I think it's the first monster ever. Was it Goliath or something like
Goliath,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I took down Goliath by myself.
Oh my god.
Uh, so that was, and like my whole team like died, and it had like half the health, and for some reason it couldn't like get me. I don't know how, and I took it down. I was like, what just happened? But yeah, Evolve was a long time ago. I played it like before it went down.
All of my favorite competitive games died out. It was really sad. Guns of Icarus is the only old one that's still going. Fractured Space was another one that I played competitively. I actually played as a stand-in for a competitive team 1 week, and we won.
I see.
Yeah, we actually won the whole
I
tournament.
played like Counter-Strike 1.6 competitively. Then, of course, as a kid, then I played CS:GO and what else? Dota, Dota 2 specifically.
Mhm.
I also played League of Legends, but only casually. I played it since beta. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. And then I play like Guns of Icarus and Overwatch and CS:GO. And now, well, I'm stuck streaming. Well, stuck. I chose it, so I'm now streaming again for Guns of Icarus. I think someone said I think Fred stopped streaming Evolve about the time Wraith had a massive butterfingers.
Butterfingers, like dropping things a lot.
Oh.
It's an English expression. It just means you drop things all the time.
I see.
But yeah, Wraith was broken. Everyone else seemed to love Wraith, but every time I played Wraith, some awful bug would ruin it for me. I remember one game, and I still remember this. I was winning by quite a good margin, and then I clipped through the ground and died. And that was the end of the round.
I see.
Yeah. It was awful. I hated it.
I didn't.
I never
I
played
didn't
Wraith
get
again.
many bugs in Evolve. I didn't play it like for long, but like since like when
right.
I played it, I didn't see anything like noticeable. At least Kennedy, why?
Kennedy, what? Because Kennedy he gave 10,000 bits, and then he gave 1,000 bits, and then he gave 5,000 bits, and then he gave another 1,000 bits because he's a madman. Kennedy does this every time. He just decides to support things that I do, but he does it chiefly in Twitch, where he just throws bits at me like I'm a stripper on a pole, and it's just like, holy shit, Kennedy. Actually, no, he gives them in big chunks. It's more like, imagine like going to a strip club, but instead of like throwing dollar bills onto a stripper, he like takes a briefcase and chucks it at her.
So not in a strip club. I once did back when we didn't have euros. We had Slovak koruna. We had what is called halire, basically cents, and they were like almost useless, like value-wise. Like almost everything was more than 100 halyers, which is 1 koruna, which was 1 koruna, and someone took like a sack full of these halyers and like dumped them to the teacher, because we went to the theater and we had to pay, I think it was 125 korunas, which is like right now it's like 3 euros something, no, 4 euros something, which is normal. Not right now, it's like nothing. Back in the day, that was a lot. And he took like a sack full of these only halyers. 100 is 1 koruna, and he had to pay 125. It was a large sack. But well, they had to. Whoa, that's another 2,000, 3,000 bits from Kennedy.
I think, yeah, he does this. Kennedy does this. It's just, I can't stop him. I try to, and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
It's mad. I don't understand. But thank you. Thank you. But what the hell, man?
Hi, I'm back.
Hi, welcome back. Why don't you two natter a bit while I get an extra cup of tea?
Yeah,
right.
awesome.
I am currently
drinking,
Oh, when I get back, I'll talk about what kind of tea I get. But Kennedy, thank you. I'm gonna try to stream more on Twitch, by the way. That's a thing that I do. I want to stream more Mechanicus, because I'm playing through that. But I also want to stream more chess. Yeah, I've been enjoying chess. Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright, so Portable Grump, since we have you here as an organizer of SCS 300, what can you say about the prizes?
Oh yes, there are some very shiny prizes for this week's SCS. So we have, for the winners, the absolute grand prize is going to be a 3D printed Spire. Spire is one of the ships in the game, and one of the lovely players has offered to 3D print the winners all Spires. So that's going to be very exciting. And we also have profile badges, profile pictures, and decals. And also titles. For all the winners and participants.
So, oh, it's not my stream, I cannot show anything. Damn it, I forgot. So yeah, 3D printed spires, like actual models of spire, of a spire. You can quickly Google that if you want to see how it looks. Are going to be shipped to the winners of this SCS. And then there's of course the badges, SCS 300, titles for each member, and of course even the participants will win something out of this. It's not all first, second, and third place. But yeah, since Fredrik is not here,
we can talk a little bit about Muse, since we're both Muse.
Okay, we're both Muse. I'm an intern. I'm a streaming technician. In other words, I'm streaming for Muse games. So you can check that out. Just a quickly public service announcement, since this is not our channel. We have tons of games, not tons of games, more games. Ember is our newly released game. You can check that out, EMBR. We also have Discord, you can check that out as well. But other than that, I'm not going to use Fredrik's channel for any more. It's
Advertising, no.
Yeah. I'm only going to say like stuff that if you don't know who we are, then here, just have it. Have this information. You can Google stuff as well. We're on stream.
You do the things on the onlines. I
Plug
social media stuff.
How do you say this? Schnibada Bobin.
Fredrik comes in with the save.
I got you.
He's got us.
And I used to have a challenge for everyone on Iron Fork Friday to get the worst pronounceable ship name that I had to pronounce, and it had to be a thing, of course, not a smash on a keyboard.
No, they did it specifically to mess with me. I was convinced back in the day.
Yeah, I loved it.
And ITAC's ship names were insane back in the day too. A lot of people really just took some really weird names purposefully to mess the casters up. Even now, ship names are still hard to pronounce because you're saying them so fast, you end up messing them up anyways.
Yeah, I used to like make fun of the other casters as well when I was playing. When I had a ship, to like name something in Slovak very hard to pronounce and just go with it. That was amazing. Like for instance, let's let me put it in chat, in the stream chat so everyone can see.
How's the other game going, by the way?
They're still in the game. It still didn't end it, so it's still underway. We don't have more information. So
what's the timer left on it?
I don't know actually.
Check right now.
So as you can see, the nenadezodorantovala word is a real word. It means you didn't deodorate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
As talking to a female, of course, as a woman, because we have feminine and masculine words, not just he and she.
You stink like a man.
So we have the match is 6 minutes left, and it is 4-2 in favor of LLL.
Triple L. Easy to say, hard to memorize. The my word, I guess. Okay, so nenadezodorantovala. It's actually like this tongue twister when you want to practice.
Oh,
Like,
it looks like I just got the word in from Zenok that it ended at 5-2. LLL has.
So we are
All
starting
right.
soon.
The finals. Our day is almost done. Are the finals going to be a best of 3?
They're going to be double elimination.
So if the red team wins,
right, I gotcha.
It's over. If the blue team wins, there's going to be one more match.
Yeah, fancy. So the Lego Lepidoptera Leviathans need to win twice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually going to be a rematch.
Yeah. It's a rematch. They have another chance.
They got, so the Lego Lepidoptera Leviathans are going to be fighting to reset the bracket in the first game.
Yeah. They have scores to settle.
Here we go, baby. Yes.
Coming in. Map. Don't forget to change the map.
Yes.
But yeah. We used to make fun of streamers that way. Oh.
There we go. No, we're fine. was trying to change the duration of the fade, and it just did the fade. So
Yeah, OBS can
thanks,
do that
OBS.
sometimes.
OBS is like, it definitely feels like an open source program. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like something that would be on Linux or something like
Right, right. It's like not always made with user friendliness in mind. Some things
Yeah.
that you like do a lot are behind a few clicks.
that. Yeah, but it gets the job done. It's a nice program for what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I use OBS Studio.
Yeah, me too. I tried to use the XSplit, but something like they do have the functionality fine, like restreaming to multiple channels, and then like you can get multiple computers together to stream, like a local co-ops or something like that. So it looks like a local co-op, but other than that, it was clunky a bit. It didn't. The performance wasn't good.
You remember the days of XSplit when that was like the only thing around?
Yeah, I remember them. Them days.
People are talking about Mobula, but it seems like the oh, I'm looking at the Junker. I was thinking, I was wondering, how are people going to make the Junker meta? And I realized, Seraph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 Seraphs on the port side with an Artemis on the front, on the
Indeed.
GFA Salvager, on the Salvager. So, and then of course Gatling and Echidna on the starboard for their brawling side. So I don't know. That just sounds really cool to me. That sounds terrifying. A Junker with 2 Seraphs and an Artemis. Ugh.
Junker is fairly squishy though right now.
Want to see Mobula in competitive scene again. Richard, if you're watching this, make it happen. Right. Someone said Discord streaming is getting fairly cool. No settings yet, however. But that's only to Discord though, right? Like
Yeah, only to
like
Discord.
within the lobby or something like that.
Right, right. It's just for like buddies to stream their games to each other.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad idea. Like when I played with my friend, one of my friends from England, we used to stream each other's display to like see what they're doing when we played Elite Dangerous. And it was actually pretty interesting to see. Like it's kind of nice and enjoy. Like I can enjoy that. Like I need to implement them more. But yeah, Skype is not doing so great with that. And no, don't get me started. Okay, I'm using Skype as my main communication source.
Oh God.
Don't add me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll at you on Twitter.
Okay,
I'll
you
do that
can.
right now.
But because I'm doing a lot of one-on-one calls, I also use Discord as, of course, because we're doing it right now. But yeah, I mainly use Skype for one-on-one calls. Nothing more. I don't have business or anything on Skype.
Skype. I can't Skype. But now I use Discord and Slack and also Hangouts.
Guys.
Yeah, I mean, Hangouts.
Guys.
Yeah.
Look at the fluffy moth. Double Mercury. Double Mercury port side with Typhon.
Yeah, Typhon Mark II. Oh my God. Do you remember your first gun on first ship on first map?
It might have been a heavy flak on Aspire.
I remember my first match vividly. It went really bad. Like my first match in SCS, it went really bad.
I have nightmares about fighting the Glowwater Thralls.
I played for them a little bit, so that was all fun and dandy. But when I used to play, I actually used to, the very first time I ever played SCS, I was with Grim, and we were against Riders, and I was on a galleon, and it went terribly.
Oh, God.
We got 5-0'd in like 5 minutes. It went really bad.
I was...
Oh, no, I just remember, do you guys remember Zuka? Zuka Esrai?
I think
he was the other the two captains for the Mad Hatters were Zuka Esrai and Matasamo.
Yeah.
I flew with Matasamo. It was so funny because Maddie's ship was always like, the way he ran his ship was very quiet, very like reserved, focused, like no chatter at all.
Yeah.
And then when things are going bad, we're staying quiet. We're saying, I'm getting on this guy. No, I'm moving to repair. You know, it's just very direct. And everyone always stayed very calm. Yeah. Zuka's ship was a chaotic mess. Just constantly. I remember I had to fly with him a couple of times and just, it was a nightmare. Nobody knew what was going on at any given time. But it was all okay because it was a junker. And just kind of running around like a chicken with your head cut off kind of works on a junker. A little bit. Like, oh, we all need to jump on this. Yeah. Like, all right, okay. Now we're getting into game.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Just quickly, my first ship was a Pyramidian with a Mercury gun as a gunner on dunes.
Ooh. All right, let's kick this
off.
Go
ahead with the first ship.
This is the finals, my friends. Fancy Pipers going up against Triple L, the Lego Lepidoptera Leviathan. First ship for the Fancy Pipers is the Jabberwocky, a magnet being piloted by Daniel, port side. We got a laser, we got a flak, and we have a Hellhound Heavy Carronade. Starboard side, we have Artemis, Gatling, and Hwacha. They also are bringing the magnet, which is already under fire. We don't have time to go through all of their loadouts.
Magnet, Gatling, Flag, Double Tempest, and Minotaur with Hwacha. Ship number 3 is Fluffy Moth, piloted by Mervyn, Gatling, Double Mercury, Flag Mark II, Mortar, and Hwacha. Ship number 4 is GFA Leviathan with Hwacha, Gatling, Flag on one side, Lens Flare, Artemis, and Hwacha on the other.
Lens Flare? I like it.
I don't know why I did that. Lens array.
Armor down on the magnet already. This is going to be either a very quick match or a very positional match where neither team is really going to want to move. The GFA Leviathan getting their Gatling down on the Jabberwocky. Looking for the armor pop. Not quite going to get it. Jabberwocky armor holding just fine. And now it's got its laser trained on the Leviathan. This is really satisfying to watch, by the way. Just tick, 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 tick. Meanwhile, down low, Fluffy Moth taking a lot of fire from the magnet.
Yeah, GFA Leviathan's armor is broken now. But no explosive oh, there we go. Oh, he went to the balloon.
Wow.
No explosive damage. Fluffy Moth trying to cover them with Hwacha Barrage, disabling guns. Right now, red team can be more daring because they have one more match if they fail. But blue team needs to, like, get things right now because otherwise they just like lose. Fluffy Moth,
they're trying to make something happen against the magnet, but they're going to be able to get behind hard cover before they can really take any damage. It was really tough for the Leviathan right there because the Fluffy Moth's balloon was severely damaged and there was no way that it could join the fight for a significant period. So the Leviathan was just trying to buy time, maybe get some disables so that the Fluffy Moth could get its repairs going.
We have Lens Arrays going out on both sides. GFA Leviathan's armor's down. They managed to get it back up. Fluffy Moth going for the Jabberwocky. Both ships are going for the Jabberwocky. Armor's down on the Jabberwocky. Explosive damage.
Not there.
No. There was one shot from a flak, but otherwise that's it.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Yeah. I think it was a small flak.
Try again. There we go. Raspberries.
Ooh.
Nothing goes in.
Missed. All of it missed.
Well, it's because they went behind hard cover just in time. But look at the way that they're hovering behind that hard cover. They are playing this really close to the bone, and they are getting paid dividends for it. Like, they're able to get all their fire going even as they're taking large amounts of damage. Excellent work from Daniel. I mean, his experience shows. That's all this is. Like, he's done this for so long, he can predict everything.
GFA Leviathan still getting... Oh, changed to Fluffy Moth. Yeah, they're behind this cover, trying to go in and out, to not get damaged too much. Okay, Fluffy Moth might go under the mountain.
Thinking about it. No, I think they just want cover. They're just getting close to the cover so that the Jabberwocky and Magnet can't rise up and get some shots down on them. Ooh. Gatling down on the Leviathan, not the side that they want to be disabled, the port side. They really want that up and working. Double Mercury on the Fluffy Moth, struggling to land shots too.
Magnet's not doing much as of now. They're going with the Tempest on GFA Leviathan. GFA Leviathan taking armor damage. 2 stacks on the hull. Okay, armor's down.
A lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage!
Flex tape ain't gonna help you there.
Yes, indeed. Oh my. Alright, so first kill goes to the red team, which are the Fancy Pipers. Fluffy Moth now alone. Red team now knowing that the Fluffy Moth is alone, they're going for it. Dark Knight has joined the spectator slot. I don't know if we want him there.
Yep, I'm going to kick. Because that is against the rules.
Who's going to kick? Okay, Fluffy Moth is trying to get the Jabberwocky quickly because GFA Leviathan, I mean, Jabberwocky
too aggressive.
Yeah, that got too aggressive. 2 against 1. Jabberwocky cannot survive this. 1-1.
Brutal. And now the Magnet's in trouble. Shots already going down on them.
They're recognizing that and they're trying to run away, get the distance in between them. But yeah, Magnets are going full attack mode. Oh my god, Magnets is losing armor. Yeah, they're not going to last long. They're trying to get behind arcs, but I don't think they'll buy them much more time. It is inevitable.
Not a whole lot.
Unless the other red team ship will spawn in and try to get like... Oh, whoa, never mind. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Yep. Okay, 1-2 in favor of the blue team. It got changed.
Very nice turnaround from the Triple L. And now they own this very nice, hefty piece of cover.
Yeah, they can sell it.
Where they get... So they do want to move forward. They want to put pressure. They want to... I think that they might want to try to force the Fancy Pipers into a meat grinder. Potentially.
Yeah,
they are going to go to the arch.
They did spawn way behind, like way out there, so they can only do with like a Lumberjack or Artemis, so they can get on their post and just go with the normal engagement. Okay, so now red team needs to get something real quick because they're losing right now, and if they don't want to play another match and potentially lose the title, the first title, I mean the title of first, they need to...
The first title of first. The first one.
I'm the Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand.
Poseidon quivers before him.
Fuck off! Hull damage on the Fluffy Moth. That's quite a bit of damage on the Fluffy Moth, which was already damaged, and now the Leviathan is going to be the focus of the fire, and those Seraphs are going to keep him nice and pinned. Fluffy Moth thinking about coming back in. They're immediately going to get focused by the Jabberwocky, who has eyes only for the Fluffy Moth. Well, it might change. Magnet continuing to try to hold the Leviathan down, keeping the damage on them. Both ships of the Triple L being forced back, and the Jabberwocky and Magnet are moving in. What's your plan, guys? What are you going to target first? The engines are going to be the first target, I think. Trying to hold the Fluffy Moth down, but now here we go. Counter engagement from the Triple L. GGA Leviathan looking for arcs. Gatling on the Jabberwocky at first. But the focus for Fancy Pipers is going to be the Fluffy Moth, and that is the proper option. The Leviathan. GFA Leviathan Now in a fair bit of trouble. It might be able to buy time getting around this spire. Magnet going to go below while the Jabberwocky goes above. Watch it getting some good work down into the armor. Or, excuse me, into the components of the Leviathan while the Gatling rips into the armor. They're going to go high, though. Managing to juke quite nicely. They waited just long enough, kept their engines in check. There's not enough balloon pop to really stop the Leviathan, but now they're ending up on the bad end of the Jabberwocky. Watch us straight into the hull. And that's all she wrote for both ships of the Triple L. Fancy Pipers up 3-2. Now, who has the kill advantage? It was the Fancy Pipers, correct?
Yes, Fancy Pipers have the kill advantage. So sometimes when I'm talking the sentence, they are just flying off of me. I sometimes think in my native language, and it doesn't make sense on the English, so I'm trying to like somehow change the sentence so it makes sense.
I know. Don't worry. I'm just teasing
title,
you.
Like first title, and then oh shit, that doesn't make sense. Title of first.
I was just teasing you. I hope you.
I know.
Okay.
It's just like, why am I doing that? Oh jeez. Yeah, this is my various English.
Triple L moving around the south side of the map. Approximately 10 minutes remaining on the clock. One more engagement. One more good engagement will do it for the Fancy Pipers. Oh, spots are down. They know. There's a cloud in between them. Neither the Magnet nor the Fluffy Moth has been properly spotted. We don't know if they actually know where these two ships are. But both ships on the Triple L are going to move in, and they are going to move in aggressively. The Magnet trying to get some sort of disable on the Fluffy Moth before it can come in. But the Triple L, they know their target. They want the Jabberwocky.
They're going for him, all right. Oh, ramming each other.
Oh no!
Oh my god, sandwich happening. That was a sandwich.
Fluffy Moth taking a lot of damage. This might be the last engagement of SCS 300. If the Fancy Pipers can just keep this going, the Fluffy Moth down to half hull. The Magnet now turning its close-range guns into arc. Watch it down to the components. It does manage to bring down the Gatling.
Oh my god.
And the Fluffy Moth will drop.
Fluffy Moth is down. GFA Leviathan stands in between Magnet and Jabberwocky. Who is
the arcs
going to win if the GFA Leviathan is awfully very attacking?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they were on top of the arch. They couldn't drop down, and now their armor's gone.
Armor's down. The armor's gone. Flak going in too late. Balloon's down. Oh my god, they are not going to survive this.
This is it.
Bad.
This is going to be it, I think. SCS 300 going the way of Fancy Pipers.
So, the Fancy Pipers indeed didn't lose the title of first. And they won instead. So, congratulations. Congratulations, Fancy Pipers. You have the first place. That means 3D modeled spires shipped to your doorway, plus the gold badge of SCS 300 and the title, and I don't know what the title says.
The title is going to be Skirmish Grandmaster for the first place, Skirmish Journeyman for second and third place, and Skirmish Apprentice for the participants. And then all of us staff have the title of Skirmish Puppeteer.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
I actually like it too.
That's my favorite. I love it.
I orchestrated this.
I came up with them.
That's it.
I am the master.
Sunday Community Skirmish 300 in the bag. Fancy Pipers taking home the victory with a very well fought second place coming from the Lego Lepidoptera Leviathan.
Oh my god. So that was a journey indeed. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone who, of course, who played in the SCS. And who else? Thank you, Fredrik, for joining us on this lovely day of SCS 300. And what else is there?
That's it. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, also Water just said thank you to you. I don't know if you did. He said it in game. Everyone's saying thank you to you.
Oh. Thank you, guys. It was really nice to come back. Heart.
Alright, so
Thanks for the awesome games.
Before we quit the stream, go offline. So once again, thank you, Fredrik, for joining us, for hosting the stream. Anytime, if you want to host, you can message us. We welcome you to the SCS hosting community.
Wonderful. Seriously, thank you for inviting me back. It was really cool to come back and cast again.
Yeah, it's been awesome having you on the stream.
Aww.
And of course, bringing good old days back of us casting the SCS. But yeah, anytime you feeling up for it, you can message us and we'll bring you to the hosting SCS.
I'll let you know. I just might take you up on that.
No problem. I mean it. I really mean it.
Well, hey,
so yeah,
thank you to both of you, and thank you to everyone in the audience who tuned in, especially those who weren't a part of the tournament. I really hope you enjoyed it. The game really is exciting, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Competitive Guns of Icarus really is a special thing, and I'm more than happy that I could share it with all of you. I'll see you all later.
Yes, thank you.